Hi, I'm Justin Ball, the owner of HammerHead, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to install our adjustable bidet sprayer onto this toilet. It'll take just a few minutes. Let's get into it. So, you'll have everything you need in the box. You'll want an adjustable wrench as well, just to tighten down the fittings a little bit at the end. But go ahead and open the box, and you have your installation manual, shower hose, bidet sprayer, holder for the tank, the T-valve, okay? So those are the main components. A few extra accessories. You have thread tape if you're not getting a watertight seal, but we're not even gonna use this in this video. And some hardware if you would like to mount this directly to the wall. But in this video, we're gonna show you how to just hook this over the tank so you don't have to do any drilling. If you do need to do drilling, there's steps in here in the manual on how to do that and get it mounted right into the wall. So let's get on into it. All right, so first things first, you want to shut off the valve here at the wall. So if you have a quarter turn, just turn that clockwise and it'll close that valve and we'll flush all the water out of the line. Okay, then I have a little container here. Okay, then I'll put that underneath because what we're gonna do is disconnect the supply line here. Okay, and there will be some water runoff, so we want to catch that. You'll want to take a look at the supply line and make sure that it's in good working condition. And if it hasn't been replaced in a long time, you'll want to go ahead and replace it. This has been replaced in the past few months, so not going to do that in this video. And of course, if your shutoff valve is leaking, then you'll want to replace that. I suggest getting a quarter turn valve like this if you have an old standard full turn shutoff valve. So we'll start just unscrewing this by hand, okay? So really not bad at all. Okay, so you can see that on the T-valve, we use the same type of fitting that you'll find on all toilet supply lines. We use an ABS fitting just like this. And yes, at HammerHead, we go solid metal as much as we can, but when it's a smart move to use heavy duty ABS like this, we do it. And why do we do that? Because this toilet fill valve is always plastic coming out of here, and using metal can lead to cross threading and not getting the right seal. So we've gone ahead and chosen this material specifically. And so we'll just go ahead and thread that onto here, okay? And I actually want to have this part pointing in because since my toilet tank lever is on this side, I'm going to mount the bidet on the other side, so I want to run the hose back through here. So make sure that you have that on there. You don't need to over tighten this. There's a special washer that's in there, a cone washer. And that will ensure a really tight seal, just like this is a cone washer, like that. So then we'll go ahead and take the supply line and we'll thread that onto the bottom here. Okay. Next, we'll grab the hose. We'll unthread these protective caps, and there's a pre-installed washer in there, okay? So we'll start with this. Go ahead and thread that on. And then this is where I'll take the adjustable wrench. And just give it an extra little don't want to over tighten it, just give it a few extra. Okay, good. So now we can go ahead and thread the hose over to the other side of the toilet. And I'll take the holder and the bidet here. So this is very simple. I'm just gonna lift the tank up slightly and slide this in, but if you wanted to mount this to the wall, then you would unthread these screws. This piece would come off, and then you can drill into the wall and screw right through into the anchors in the wall, but we're keeping it simple here. So that's it. On there, nice and snugly. Unthread this protective cap. And thread this on. Okay. And there you have it. So now we're gonna test it out. Okay, so make sure this is closed first, and we'll slowly open the valve back up. And just want to see if there's any leaks coming from here. Not seeing that, or any leaks coming from here. If you do see any leaks and you haven't changed the hose, you're gonna want to change that hose. And if there's any leaks coming from here, just make sure that it's not cross-threaded. If this black fill valve is damaged by it at all, then you're gonna have to change that whole fill valve. You can always try to wrap the threads here with thread tape. And if any of these, if this is leaking at all, make sure that the washer is seated in there. If there's no washer in there, that's gonna lead to a leak. And the same thing goes for this. So let's go ahead and open up the toilet. Okay, so now what I'll do before I start testing the bidet is I'm going to turn this on. This is going to allow water in through the bidet. Okay, that's a quarter turn valve there as well. And we'll see there's no leaking from this connection here. Okay, that's sealed by a rubber washer. So with that all set up, you can control the amount of pressure coming in through here. So you may only need this halfway, but this is an adjustable pressure trigger. So you'll see you can go very light or very heavy. And you can even really increase the pressure if you want. And there you go. We'll go ahead and dock it back in its holder right there. And it is recommended when you're not using this to close that valve. There is a lot of pressure coming in through the lines, and it's a best practice to prevent any sort of leaking, especially when you're traveling and away from home. So there you have it, our solid metal bidet sprayer fully installed in just a matter of minutes. I'm Justin Ball, the showerhead guy, signing out for now.